Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Kyle here with Family Firearm Reviews, and today we're out here on the range with the Tisas Duty 9DS. Now this is the 5-inch model that they have here from Tisas, and this is their double stack. So that's what the DS stands for, a double stack, basically 2011 that they have here out. Now this looks really cool. It got good reviews at SHOT Show, but what really drew me to this is for an entry level, this is the cheapest one there is. It is $7.99 MSRP, and you can find them for cheaper. I've seen them all the way down to around $6.50-ish, depending on where you're getting it from. I've seen them at $7.50, so it depends on where you get them, but their MSRP online is $7.99. It has a lot of the great features. We do have our grip safety. We have a metal frame, but we do have a polymer grip. As you can see, it's kind of bolted on here on each side, but this is also optics ready. So it follows that Holosun, my ammo fell down, I must have bumped the table. It follows that Holosun 507K, the RMSC pattern here. So here's something small and slim. We do have front and rear slide serrations, and the action feels really good. You know, we have that skeletonized front trigger, and this trigger is really good. So if we take a look at it real quick, we can see, you know, we have to depress our rear safety. It'll go off, and then the reset. Super tactile, super light, little bit of creep, and then you're right back on it. So I think that crisp trigger is going to be really good today. We do have a white front dot, serrated rear, but they're Glock sights, right? So you can knock those out. They're just dovetailed in there. You can change them out for sights that you may like. Now this is a bushing barrel versus a bull barrel. If you go up in the Tisas line here, they do have two other models. You will get a bull barrel as you get higher up in price. But there's a Table Talk video that we went over, so go ahead and check that out. Now with this, we do get two 17-round magazines, so that's really cool. And it runs on the STI pattern, so if you have other magazines in your area, now these are the beefy 26 rounders, it's all I could get. Now these are from Springfield Armory, following that same STI pattern. They go in there and they lock the slide back, right? So if I would lead this forward, rack it back. So we're gonna see how those run today out here. It does also follow the same 2011 footprint, so you're gonna be able to get a lot of the holster compatibility. I know sometimes buying off-brand guns or guns that don't have, you know, a lot of brand in the US, like a Smith & Wesson or a Prodigy, right? They're not gonna make a holster for it. So there are holsters out there for this. So that's something that's really neat, and it's gonna give you a little bit more of a package whenever you can get this out of the range. You can actually run it maybe in some competition and things like that. Now the ammo we're going to run today, I've got some MagTech 115, we've got some practice Winchester 115, and then we are going to run the 147. So I know that the Prodigy had some issues with heavier grain bullets. 147 didn't really like to go through it. I had a chance to shoot somebody's, and that was their big complaint, that the 147 didn't run very well. We also get, you know, a decent locking case. We get a lock with it. We have a takedown tool in there, and I found that there is the Allen wrench in there right here to be able to, you know, take this optic off, and it's a direct mount. So your optic plate can come off. You don't need a plate system. You could run that 507K right down in there. We do have ambi safeties, and they are very generous, easy to flick on and off as you're going there, and it gives you a nice flat spot. As you can see right here, you're gonna be able to ride that safety to give you better grip on this firearm. Texture on the sides isn't great. It's okay, it's there. You get a lot better texture on the front and rear, and I would have really preferred to see something like that across the side here. You know, better grip, less slippage. And then you do have a little bit of grip texture here on the front of that trigger guard. And you can see that trigger guard is pretty generous. It's nice and kind of squared off there. So now let's get to the important stuff. Let's get into those numbers. So the numbers on our Tisas Duty 9DS. Now this is the full-size model. They do make a Commander one that's a little bit smaller. We do have a 5-inch 1 in a 10 twist barrel. We have an overall length of 8.6 inches. We have an average height here, or an average height, an overall height of 5.76 inches. We have a width of 1.5 inches, which looks like the safeties are the biggest area there. We do have a weight of 32.5 ounces unloaded. And we're running around a 4.75 trigger pull here. So a fairly decently light trigger on this firearm. I think it's gonna be great out there on the range today. Again, we get those two 17-round mags and the single action firearm. So now that we've run through everything on the Tisas, we're gonna get to the important stuff and get out to shooting. But before we do, there's some really good affiliate links down below, links to our shirts and our merch, but also we have some affiliates to discount codes of different companies out there that we've begun to work with. So go ahead and check those out down below. They have some specific discounts just for you. So let's get out shooting. Now we're out here with our Tisas, and we're gonna run this 2011 3-shot accuracy test, see how it feels. So I'm a little low there, so this might have combat sights where you really need to put that dot towards the top. So I'll give Lauren that advice and hand it over to her.
Not too bad for first shots for me. I'm a few adjustments to make, but I'm really close.
That was a 26 rounder, worked well. It definitely locked back, functioned. So other mags do work.
I have a new favorite gun.
That's what I was saying. You might have found a new range favorite for you.
Hey.
Now we're gonna run the 147, see if it has any issues with those. Did great with those 115s and the Springfield mag, so let's get out there with the 147s. Seems like it runs those 147s no issue at all. Now we're gonna pop out some distance shots here. We got that target out there at 25 yards. So that is our IPSC A zone. So we're gonna see how we do at distance here. I'm in a little left there, but that's me. But pretty good. I think I missed 3 out of all those shots. That's a pretty accurate gun with just some iron sights. So now we're gonna try reload with the last couple rounds here and see how easy it is to reload. You know, sometimes I think it's got a weird ejection pattern because I get hit in the face, but I mean, it really ran good. Staying on target, we're here about 7 yards to that little A zone. And I mean, you can really drive on this. Very flat shooting, very comfortable. I really think that this is gonna be something really nice to add to our repertoire. This might even get a red dot in its future. So now that we've got our first 150 rounds through the firearm, let's get our final thoughts on these first shots. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the review. Kyle and Lauren here with Family Firearm Reviews, and today we had the Tisas 9DS Duty, right? So this is the full-size version. I had a really good time with it. It was very good. It felt good in my hand, comfortable, nice trigger. We could shoot at 25 yards. I think I missed, I think I took 13 shots. I missed 2. So you'll be able to check that in the review, double check me on that one. Nice skeletonized trigger. The trigger does have some texture on there. It's got a wide grip. You've got a nice little cut here. It really does feel comfortable in your hand. And the mags are actually easy to load, right?
I thought it was going to be a little bit uncomfortable because I thought that it was a little bit heavy, but honestly, it wasn't. It has such a nice feel in the hand, and that weight's really well balanced. The mags, I was so surprised with. I could load them without a loader, without anything, and all of our other mags that are made for that size round, I can get to maybe 4 or 5, and that's it, and my fingers give up. So I was really impressed with that.
Yeah, the weight of the gun, it made it very shootable. Follow-up shots are very good. It does have combat sights, so, you know, people are going to argue that it doesn't matter, but it does. We put that dot right at the top here, you know, kind of cut that with these sights. It ran really well for me and Lauren, so, you know, SIG's kind of the same way. Glock, you line them up just square, but you can swap these sights out. That's no big deal, or you can run a red dot on here. The safety was great. On or off, it's super easy to flick with your hand, your thumb. It's not like too tight to the firearm, but it's not something you're gonna put on because you can really ride this, get your secondary support hand in here, and really get a good grip on this firearm.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed. Now, a lot of the guns that we're shooting day to day, they don't have any safety on them. So here you've got those two mechanisms, and I forgot it once or twice, but the feel of it is really nice. It's really easy to use. We have some guns where I can't engage the safety with my thumb because I can't apply enough pressure, but this was really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, it literally flicks on, and you can hear it. It's very tactile, so you know when you're putting it on, know when you're putting it off. So after you're done shooting, it's no issue if you're not, you know, if you're not empty. It's easy to flick on before you go to holster it. It's not like a big deal. So, because you're gonna have to carry this cocked and locked if you are gonna carry it. I said glocked, cocked and locked if you're gonna carry this, right? So you want to have that safety. You want to holster it. We have our grip safety as well. So you've got that dual safety kind of there with the features. It ran great. The slide cycles. It doesn't seem cheap, right? You would think something this low end or maybe something budget would feel a little cheap. The one thing I did say is a couple times the extractor would throw the round directly in my face.
Right into the forehead a couple
Yeah.
for me as well.
And that was the only thing, but I don't know if that's ammo or the extractor, maybe something of that nature, but it really ran and cycled well. The full pick rail is nice on the firearm, so if you do want to run light laser on the bottom there to give you a little bit extra weight, it's really good. We do have a table talk, so go ahead, check that out too. Give you kind of a deeper dive and show you how to disassemble this. But I think it's definitely a win. We're going to get a dot for this and get 1,000 rounds through this probably faster than we do some of the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those cases where we're definitely on the same page. What a great gun right out of the box and right onto the range.
Yep. So thanks for checking it out. Check out some of the links down below. Some of Lauren's beautiful artwork is there. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Comment below. We want to hear from you. Get more content from Family Firearm Reviews by joining our Patreon and checking out the links in the description.